What's going on, guys? Elden Ring has had a huge impact on my life as a gamer. The game came out over a year ago and I have already completed it countless times. It was such an amazing experience, fighting all the bosses, experimenting with different builds, traversing the enormous world that From Software built. And recently I took on the task of making a stream about one of the best builds I've seen out there. And now that the stream is over, I'm putting this video on YouTube for all of you to enjoy. So if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It's helping me a lot grow up as a content creator. Without further ado, let's get to it. Oh man, this is exciting. My first stream ever. Is it time already? Let's do this. The whole purpose of this stream is to showcase an early game OP build that I didn't really came up with. It's been out there for as long as the game existed, but with the new patch, they allegedly nerfed a lot of the items in this build and the bleed proc in general. And I did a bit of testing a couple of days ago and it still melts boss's health. And by a popular demand, here I am making a stream about it. So the first thing we want to do, we're gonna start as a samurai because of course we do. If you want to, you can also start as a prisoner. As far as I know, these are the only two classes that have the necessary stats to allow us to wield the weapons for this build. And I'm starting as a samurai because we also have a katana, and katanas are pretty OP for an early game weapon. Still OP. What should we choose for the keepsake? Yeah, let's go with the golden seed. You're talking about fear? According to the latest patch notes, they've nerfed a lot of items that make up this build. And dude, I made some testing these days. It's still OP as fuck. I don't know what they nerfed exactly. By the way, this is my first stream ever, so feel free to leave any suggestions in the suggestion box. Like, how about the audio, the lighting, the quality of the game I'm capturing. You know, Twitch in general and streaming are pretty new to me. So I'm open for any suggestions you might have.
One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
Who might that be?
Violate the Golden Order.
There are basically two things you need to know about this build. Blood loss and twin blades. You see, in Elden Ring, the blood loss status effect builds up with every hit you deal with your bleeding weapons. And when you power stance twin blades and do jumping attacks with them, you essentially deal about, I think, 6 hits in under a second. So the blood loss buildup is insane with those two weapons. We're talking with this guy because later on we want to progress through his quest line to get his mask. His mask increases the bleed buildup. First things first, let's grab some wheels. I think the most annoying thing about making this build is both of our twin blades are normal weapons. They require normal smithing stones to upgrade. Just upgrading a somber weapon is so much easier. Alright. Cool. So where should we go first? Let's grab the first twin blade. Actually, you know what? We still need to pick up the wet blade, which will allow us to slap any Ash of War on our weapons. There we go. Yeah, the whetstone knife. Let's see, where was it? Nope. Walls. My mortal enemy. Alright, we're halfway there. Well, almost. Next up, let's go to Fort Height. Because we're gonna need the Dectus Medallion to reach Altus. That's where our second Twin Blade is. That's where also the Blood Ash of War is located. I'll be grabbing almost any Site of Grace we come across with, just in case I die along the way and I don't want to cross half the map just to reach my destination again. With Fort Height, let's stop to this graveyard. Rob everyone. The best thing about the route I'm taking right now is that you essentially don't need to fight anyone to make this build. I mean, if you want to, I will show you a couple of enemies you can fight in order to make it a bit different. For example, in Fort Height, where we're going right now, there is a knight at the top. If you kill him, he also drops a Blood Ash of War that you can put on your Twin Blades. But he might be a bit of a dick. The one I'm aiming for drops from a Scarab. And just for the record, I'm not counting Scarabs as fighting, because, well, they don't fight back. By the way, the whole setup, it took me about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. If you follow some speedrunning tactics, you can absolutely make it even faster. I just suck so much at speedrunning. We'll be robbing a lot of graveyards along the way. We're gonna need those runes to upgrade our weapons, level up. By the end of this, you can have like one weapon at +4, the other at +1 or 2, and you can be about level 40, and that's without fighting a single enemy. And then you just go to Margit and melt his health bar. Let's see, this one is tricky. I wonder if I'll make it. Woo! Ooh. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. Whew. So let's see. We robbed the graveyards. We took the Twin Blade. We took half of the medallion. What's next? Let's go to Caleb. Take the other half of the medallion and some more runes and a very essential talisman without which we will not be able to wield these weapons. Man, I'm not fighting you. You should know there are a couple of downsides to this build. For example, there are some enemies in the game that are extremely hard to bleed, so that won't work on them. But 99% of the bosses, their health bar just disappears. The other thing you should know is if you do this build, you might screw up some quest lines. I'm not 100% sure, but Hayeta's questline, for example, might fuck that up. Also, since we'll be going to Altus, that will trigger the Radam festival, which will lock the Red Hot Wet Blade until you defeat Radam. So keep that in mind. Alright, here we are. And here's Greyo. We'll be coming back for him later. Now, this is the other enemy we would fight. Again, I'm not considering fighting because he doesn't retaliate. Alright, got the other half. Now we can go to Altus, but first... Nice. And then you can either quit out to despawn the enemies or just die. It doesn't matter at this point. Before we go to Altus, we should also collect some upgrade materials. His debuff got me from all the way over there? Dude, what's the range on this dragon? Poor Millicent. The final version of this build requires doing the Millicent questline as well. But for now, let me just show the prototype, the early game version. Question is, can I drop from here without dying? What? Oh.
Forgive me. I've been to determine if you had
Yeah.
torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering place.
So when you sit on a site of grace outside of Limgrave, Melina shows up and offers you to send you to the Round Table Hall. So let's just go there real quickly and we'll continue with the dungeons. I mean the upgrade materials. You'll basically be running through the dungeons, passing through all the enemies. Won't be fighting anyone. Hey, a Gil! Man, the dragons in this game are so cool. It only took FromSoft about 4 games to make an actually good dragon boss fight. Yep. And that... Oh no. Oh no. I forgot about the mice. No! No! Let's get the fuck out of here. No! They blocked my way. Oh. Telling you, sometimes running away from your enemies is a bit more stressful than actually fighting them. Because until the end of the dungeon there are like 30 enemies behind you. Not here. Oh no, the dogs! Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh no. No. I was hoping I wouldn't trigger the dogs. No! Somber. I don't need somber, I need regular. What an idiot. Oh no. He did the thing. Another one here. Another thing I almost forgot, an incantation called Flame Grant Me Strength, which is a pretty good incantation for almost any build you can make. Increases your physical attacks by 10 or 15%, something like that. Come on, get away from there. Quickly. Okay, I think we're done with Kalit. Thank God. Should we go to Weeping? I mean, if it's just to grab some upgrade materials, I think we can buy them from somewhere. Oh, but there is a merchant there. Yeah, you know what? Let's go to Weeping Peninsula. For 2 main reasons. One, another dungeon like that we want to grab some upgrade materials from. And there is a merchant there that also sells some smithing stones. That was close. One of my ideas for a first stream was actually to make a full walkthrough of Elden Ring, but I wasn't sure if people would watch that. I mean, it's a lot. Oh man, everyone sucks at the beginning. Trust me. Have you played other Souls games? This is your first? Trust me, it's pretty natural to suck at the beginning. These types of games are a lot different than anything else I've been playing. When I first started playing Dark Souls 1, I almost quit a couple of times. But it was a gift, so I was trying my hardest to finish the game, despite everything. And now it's one of my favorite games ever. Same goes for Elden Ring. I finished this shit like over 30 times already. No, no, no. This was the right way, so no. I'm surrounded. I'm fucking surrounded. No. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Here's a smithing stone. Here's another one. Woo. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, running away from enemies is a general mistake in this game. I mean, if you know where you're going to, you can just pass through all of them, because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is to kill the bosses, right? But if you don't know your way, my advice is kill every single enemy in front of you. Or just try and be stealthier. Stealthier than me anyway. Now the only reason I'm not killing them is, I promised, no fighting until we make this build. That it? Oh, a somber one. Let's grab it. Come on, how did you miss? I stopped running and now you miss? Thank you. So, what other games would you like to see me play? You want me to play Sims? I don't think I have the money to afford Sims. Oh, the reboot of God of War? Yeah. The Nordic God of War. I played the first one and yeah, it was a pretty good game. The Valkyries fights in particular were amazing. I'm only playing on PC though, so I don't have access to Ragnarok. But once they make a PC port, I promise you I'll be one of the first to stream it. Ooh, Nier, yeah. I have Nier Automata in my Steam library and I haven't played it yet, so I will definitely do a stream about Nier. Now in Lernia, we don't have anything in particular that should be a part of our build, but there is another merchant here that sells smithing stones, and there are also dungeons full of them, and some other sites. 1000, 2200. We can go to the Rea Lucaria Academy and continue from there. Just don't get killed. I think you're familiar with the procedure by now. If you see a graveyard, just rob it. It's free rooms. It's free money. Yeah. Rose Church? Yeah, the Rose Church. We'll come back here later. Much later. At this point our basic build will be ready, so you can come back here only if you want to make the absolute final latest version. Oh crap, I forgot about the lobsters. Dudes, just forget about the Elden Beast and Malenia and Malekith and all the other crazy bosses. The lobsters, these guys, they're the real enemy in this game. They fuck you up halfway across the map. What? Are you kidding me? I can't sit on the grace because this little crap is trying to act like an opponent. Go away, little guy. Come on, skedaddle. I almost forgot there is a dexterity not here, around here somewhere. Now it's not mandatory to pick it up, but if you drink it you will get 10 points on dexterity for 3 minutes, I think, which gives you a bit more versatility. You can for example not use the Radagon Scarsil medallion that we picked up earlier in Port Parrot, or you can just in general increase your damage for the next boss fight. Look at the reach on those things. Here's the dragon I was talking about. Just grab the key and get out of there. Nope. Nope. Nah, man. Not now. Let's open the gates to the academy. And then we'll move to another dungeon for which I'm 100% sure that it's a smithing stone dungeon. And we can also grab the Ash of War duplicator from there. And then we can finally go to Altus. Hey you guys, is the audio okay? I'm asking about the mic audio. I was having a lot of trouble setting up this thing. I still feel like my voice is being cut off sometimes. Is that true? Or am I imagining things? Yeah, it's good, or yeah, it's cut off. It's cutting me off. Oh no. I'm poisoned. Like an idiot. I knew those bombs are there. Why didn't I dodge them? Anything here? Nah. We don't need that. What else? Smithing stone. Okay, nice. There's a stone here. What are you? 4. Okay. I plan on doing a Resident Evil 4 remake stream in a couple of days. What do you guys think? No, stop it! Fucking bats, man! And I'm dead. Okay. I'll be back. Go Team Ashley? Are you an Ashley fangirl? Actually, don't answer that. I know for a fact you are not. Nobody's a fan of Ashley. Most useless companion in the history of gaming. I mean, it's not that she doesn't do anything to help you. She actively does everything in her powers to be a hindrance. Okay, we got to the top, and here's the Ash of War duplicator I was talking about. We go to Altus, and what we're gonna grab from there is the second Twin Blade, the Blood Ash of War, which is an essential part of our build. And the other thing I wanna pick up from there is... what was it called? The Black Feather Armor? It's a piece of armor that makes your jumping attacks stronger. Raptor's Black Feathers, yeah, this is the armor. Yeah, 2 items remaining. The actual Ash of War and the second Twin Blade. Keep in mind, this is the first time in this run I am using my weapon. There we go, the Ash of War, Blood Blade. It doesn't really matter what Ash of War you use, as long as it has the blood affinity, because that's what you want. You want to add a blood loss build-up on your weapons. Another great thing about this build is you don't really need to use your Ash of War, it just has to be there on your weapons. So you don't have to worry about the FP, you know, the mana. So you can allocate all of your flasks to be flasks of Crimson Tears, because you will be up close to your enemies a lot. Got it. Alright, we got all the pieces. Let's go back to Limgrave, to the Stormhill Shack. I'm going to actually fight, my first enemy of the game. It's not a boss, it's a knight that drops the Golden Vow Ash of War. And the only reason I'm doing that is because Golden Vow, much like Flame Grant Me Strength, which we picked up earlier, is a pretty good Ash of War / incantation for absolutely any build. Thank you. Okay, we can go to the Round Table Hall. Let's upgrade some weapons. Change our gear. I'm gonna leave the katana because I'm going to slap the Golden Vow on her. Sacred or standard, it doesn't matter. It just changes the scaling of the weapon. First I'm gonna sell all of my runes we robbed from the graveyards. See, that's a respectable amount. Before I start upgrading, another thing I want to do is purchase a seal so we can cast our Flame Grant Me Strength. Okay, Nisha, grab his Jojo Pulse real quickly. Hell yeah. Excuse me for just a second. No man, what do you want? Ah, you're no fun. Oh, there it is. By the way, it doesn't matter that we can't actually use the seal. That only applies for incantations that do damage. You would do a lot less damage with your incantations if you can't use your seal, like we can't now, but the only incantation we're using is a buff. And the nice thing about this game is it doesn't matter if you meet the requirements, if you're only using buffs. Okay, so let's go upgrade our Twin Blades, and we're also going to slap the Ash of War on them. First, let me duplicate this. Give them that blood affinity. You see at the bottom right, when I select the blood affinity, we get blood loss buildup of 69. Nice, by the way. We actually managed to upgrade both of them to +5, which is very nice. This is nice. Yeah, we're going to spend the rest of these runes to level up Arcane, because the Arcane stat is also something that increases the blood loss buildup. Damn, 15 levels. Okay, and before we go to Margit, let's kill that giant dragon and kill it. Let's mix our wondrous physics as well. Bonus strength and dexterity. But Flame Grant Me Strength. Ah, you know what? I can't use Flame Grant Me Strength right now, but I know how to fix that easily. We're gonna go back to Weeping Peninsula, and we're gonna grab the Fate Knot, and we're gonna put it in our Wondrous Physics. And this will give us 10 points of Fate for 3 minutes, which is more than enough to kill almost any boss in the game. I'm also going to equip the golden pickled output. There you go. Eat the food. Get more money. How much is that? 96,000. Cool. Let's put it all in arcane. 38 points of arcane. Level 39. What did I tell you? Almost level 40. 88 and 88 build up. Alright. I think we're ready to go kill Margit.
In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Dude, look at this damage. Look at this damage. It's not even funny. Dude! Oh, I'm fucking up so bad. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Look at this damage, man! Yeah. I'll cover some other day, thank you. So anyway, that's gonna be all for today, guys. If you like this video, please make sure to check out my Twitch channel, which will be linked down below in the description. And I'll see you next time. Peace!